John, thanks. Technically, summer doesn't start for another 3 weeks, but it is more than warm enough right now to get out those fans and air conditioning units.
Yeah, we have some tips tonight. You know, during the COVID-19 pandemic, window air conditioning units, like so many appliances, were in short supply. But today we checked in at Value Home Center and at Krause Department Store in Erie, and we found them well stocked. And both stores have good supplies of box fans and high-speed fans too. So when temperatures soar, if you're enjoying recreation outside in the sun, doctors say it is essential to stay hydrated, check on elderly relatives, and have ways to keep air circulating.
38 years ago today, chaos and disaster in our region, all caused by a deadly tornado outbreak in Albion.
That's May 31st, 1985. The twister started over the Midwest and intensified. The F4 tornado touched down just around 5 p.m. that day in Albion. 12 people, 9 in Albion, were killed. 82 people were injured. And this was part of the most powerful tornado system ever recorded in Pennsylvania. In other local news, a Jamestown, New York man accused of murder, rape, and a bizarre kidnapping might not be extradited now back to Jamestown for a few more weeks. He was supposed to come back last Friday.
These things take time. 34-year-old Michael Burham was arrested in South Carolina last week after a nationwide manhunt. He waived his right to an extradition hearing, and it was assumed he'd be quickly returned to this area. But because he's accused of committing crimes in multiple states, getting him back here won't be easy. You've got New York, Pennsylvania, and South Carolina. Yeah. Everybody wants to press charges. The Chautauqua County DA said it might be, quote, up to 2 weeks before Burham is returned to stand trial. A woman in Georgia survived after driving up a tow truck's ramp and flying through the air. We showed you the video across the newscast. Look at this body cam video from a police officer, and the car just goes flying. Now, she was seriously injured but did survive. Got to be careful on the roads.
All right, we also want to talk about, you know, you're in the woods. If you, well, if you're in the woods, let's say, you likely know that you could spot a bear. And for some campers in Lake Tahoe, there was a pretty close encounter. A sheriff officer, we want to show you this, tying a rope to a car and then pulling it to the other side and tying it around a tree, all to get a bear out of this vehicle. Yep, the animal was hanging out on the back seat of this car. And then when the door opens, that bear jumps out. We want to show you what he did inside, though. The damage of that car. Wow, it was something. So if you don't want an unwelcome big furry visitor like that, be mindful of food wrappers, coolers, scented items in any vehicle, and avoid leaving food in cars, near cars, and don't leave garbage outside either. They can all smell that, and you know, it'll attract them just like it did there.
You don't want bears. There's some profound words upon which we can all agree.